Yeah, I'm your Black Lex today, baby. Now you ain't never gotta like me, that shit is overrated. You need a hero to love, I'll be the villain that you hated. When it's all said and done, you gon' love me. Me kissing babies, fucking ladies thinking of me. Cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the one that's supposed to lose. But I'm American, baby, so the rules all skewed for me. Steal your identity, fuck up your credit for free. Police know it's stolen, but they still make you pay the fee. And you don't respect me, for real? I'm the one that's showing you what the real world is. All these backroom deals for your kids' future. My financial aid hustle keep your kids mooching. And while you motherfuckers still stupid, the Statue of Liberty married the country, divorced and now the bitch still moving. With half of the money, alimony, child support. You know what's up when I be winning in the court, cause I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. They try to tell me thou shalt not steal. In the same church they tell me Jesus white, is they for real? They try to say the land of the free, minus the slavery, plus the fact that you pay for land these folks stole for free. And you wanna be Superman. Did you forget that Lex Luthor became the president? You lacking common sense, that's why the villain lives. That's why the villain's right. They turn on Superman, man, they turn on Jesus Christ. Even the devil got teams like Arizona State, Duke, the state of Jersey. That man say you're sold and he can't get a jersey. Y'all go to church on Sunday and you claim you're worthy. That's why I got my credit and I'm charging 10%. You finish paying me and you gon' pay me triple, bitch. So why'd I be a hero when a villain gets paid? And women like paid, so the villain gets laid. So I'ma be the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be. Damn right, I'm the villain, the bad guy, the numero uno, the one that y'all hate to see. Cause I'm the big dog, the head honcho, H&I-C, everybody wants to be.
Yo, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The thumbnail, oh yes, Erica Mena, you know, for once, we're gonna go down this rabbit hole that we gotta go down. You know, if y'all haven't seen, you know, Safari put out tapes of her, you know, showing her behind as she normally does, but that's not really the issue, right? The issue is you got some people defending it and some people are like, oh, this is messed up. And my point of view is this. Guess what? That was your mama too. See, a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but the reason why so many of y'all don't have a good concept of right and wrong is because you was raised by your mama and your mama act just like that. Now, first we're going to go into this one. Safari is Caribbean, Erica is Hispanic. So I do not want to hit this game. It's just the black community. It's them black folks in America, because neither one of them are them black folks in America. I just want you to see that part. But we just gonna get out of that part and get to the brass tacks of this. See, when you get to these situations, it's a lot of stuff that gets overlooked. What's up? Appreciate it. Darkness says it's a lot of stuff that gets overlooked. Erica Mena Ben had an attitude problem. Did that attitude problem ever get checked? No. She's known for being a hothead. Basically, Erica Mena is just Evelyn Lozada. and all the other women on Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and reality, whatever. It's the same person over and over and over again. And guess what they all have in common? The vast majority of them are what? Single mothers. And this is how they conduct themselves all the time. This is who she is. That's who some of y'all is. That's who some of y'all mamas, most of y'all mamas even. That's who they are. And you got Safari sitting here like, yo, man, I'm tired of this deadbeat dad narrative. I bet you are. But the narrative is just that. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm under the weather. So if I got to blow my nose, I'm going to mute it. So like now. Sorry about that. So here's the thing. A lot of y'all don't get the little nuance of the situation. Safari put like a 30-minute thing about, what's going on in his side of the story. And he was showing clips. Very, very well edited, by the way. All right. But I'm going to start with one important thing. When I say this, guess what? This was your mom too. There's a part of that clip where he clips that one of his children, one of his babies, are crying in the backseat of a car. And they're like, I don't want to go by my mom. I don't want to go to my mom's house. Let me explain something to a lot of y'all. A lot of fathers know this to be true. A lot of y'all was like that as kids. A lot of y'all as kids, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, was like, I don't like this. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to do this. But basically y'all was stuck with your mama because of, courts and society talking about mothers are the best parents in the world. Nobody can ever do a better job than a mother. So the courts play this game because the American family court system is just a simp system. So the problem is this. The kids forget as they get older that they wanted to live with their dad. They would rather be with their dad because mom has this thing where when she realizes that the child loves their father, you're not going to see that kid until that kid is regularly and able to be programmed to hate you. So the kid might be one day go, I want to be with you, daddy. You might not see that kid for 6 months, 6 years. And then the next time you be around that kid, daddy is Hitler. 9, daddy, 9. You put babies in ovens, daddy. And until they program like that, you're going to have a problem. KMS, man, thanks. So now, this is where we're at. Because now, 10, 15, 20 years from now, that little girl is going to see themselves like, I did want to be, I did like my daddy. I did love my daddy. I did hug my daddy. If the kid winds up being stuck with their mama. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I thought I always hated you. You was always evil. No. Mama saw you love me, so she made sure that she was going to turn you against me before we have any. The next time we try to bond, it's going to be I'm trying to break down all of these psychological walls you got because now, you've been brainwashed. And this is where we're at. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but guess what? Erica Mena is your mama too. A lot of y'all, see, most of y'all parents lived in the same city. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes normally. I'm an abnormal case where I never lived in the same city with my child's mother. Never. So Most people, the parents live in the same city. So for all you kids and who are adults now, you better think about something. Why don't you, if your parents don't live in the same city no more, who moved? Normally it was who? The mother. Y'all could have lived, 20 minutes away from each other. Mama made it an hour. Y'all could have lived, in the same neighborhood. Mama made it a different city or a different state. So as this goes on, I'm looking at this from the outside. I'm like, yo, this is normal. This is normal. Because it ain't just the men, though. It's the men and the women. This is why you got a person like Erica Mena who becomes a parent a couple of different times, and the attitude never changed. Think about that. What are we saying in our society? Mom can get away with everything. Because mom could be on TV cutting up. Mom could be on the radio cutting up. The only difference with baby mothers now in earlier times is technology. Exactly. The technology caught up to it. They've been like this. They've been like this. I can tell you the first time kids started realizing with technology something was wrong when caller ID came out. Because it used to be your daddy don't call, your daddy don't care about you, your daddy don't want to see you, blah, blah, blah. And then caller ID came out, and you could look at the caller ID and see who called. And you'd be like, yo, he called. He called again. He don't want to talk to you. He don't like you, blah, blah. I thought you said he don't call here. I thought you said he don't want to talk to me. So then you started seeing the caller ID, then voicemail. Then you started realizing people deleting the voicemails and deleting the caller ID. You're like, oh, I see what's going on. So guess what? This was your mama too. You know how egregious it is? It's a lawyer somewhere. It's a lawyer and a judge right now who probably going to be on that case, and they're going to look for an excuse for her. Well, I mean, she didn't break any of the, she may have got in the house and broke stuff in the house. She may have broken some of his property. And maybe she made the kids walk through broken glass, but she didn't hit the kids. She didn't do anything. She didn't harm the kids. I mean, if a shard would have hit one of those kids in the eye or something, it would have been accidental. Oh, it's okay. A lot of y'all don't realize, it's a lose-lose situation. A lot of y'all mothers out here, were acting just like Erica. But your daddy cussed her out. Or she swung on your daddy or threw something at him and he hit her. I'm gonna just be honest. And your mama been a victim ever since. Your daddy abused me. No, your mama went over your daddy's house and tried to burn the place down, and he caught her. That's what happened. Your mama went over your daddy's house and I keyed the car. You get what I'm saying? I bleached his clothes. I kicked in the door. See, y'all forget something. Women don't get arrested for this type of stuff. What she did, if a man was to do that, he's arrested. Women don't get arrested for that. So your mama didn't get arrested for that. Some of y'all mamas really kidnapped y'all, ran off to another city or state without nobody's knowledge. And guess what? There ain't no, see, a lot of y'all don't want to hear what I'm about to say, but it's the truth. There ain't no Amber Alert for mothers. Play that one back. There ain't an Amber Alert when a mom takes the kid away from dad. There's an Amber Alert if another woman takes the kid from a mother. There's an Amber Alert when a father takes the kid from a mother. There's an Amber Alert when a kid actually just get kidnapped by a kidnapper. But there ain't no Amber Alert when a mama just pick up and move with the kid. There ain't no such thing. So congratulations. Guess what? That was your mama too. You think Child Protective Services, CPS, gonna be at Erica front door now? I don't know about that. Because guess what the people at Child Protective Services do? When they see them, because it's normally a woman who's coming over to investigate, normally, normally a woman that comes over from CPS to investigate. And then when she tried to, well, I'm a woman and she's a woman, and I know I see the kid's bleeding, but that could have been from anything. I see the kid got a black eye, but that could be from anything. I see the kid got bruises, but that can be from anything. Man, we're just gonna sit here and let you and give you some time to make up the best story possible. Like, let me run this to y'all. A lot of y'all have a problem. A lot of people have a problem with police, not necessarily just police brutality, but the idea that if you're a police officer, you can do something to a person and you get to go home and come back like 48 hours later and tell them your story. Well, guess what? That's what mothers get to do. Mother can get caught red-handed right then, run off, come back a week later. See, what really happened was I was under a lot of stress because I had been going through so many different things and struggles in life. And he said something to me 6 months ago, and he could have hurt me, and I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I got into a fight and I elbowed the kid in the head accidentally, trying to protect my children. What did he do to you? I don't know. It was just he did something and I jumped. But the camera doesn't say that, ma'am. No, but you don't know what happened prior to that in my mind. He beat me before. When? When did he beat you? It was months ago. Did you report it? No, because I was trying to protect him. Welcome to the common sense. That was your mama too. Shit. A lot of y'all don't want to understand it. I see sometimes a person like Safari in this position, sometimes a guy like that was raised by a single mother. And sometimes when he's in these situations, I'm not saying it's him now, but there are plenty of guys who wind up being in these baby mama drama situations, and it clicks to him like, oh, this is what my dad was going through. Oh, oh snap, I thought he was coming over to kidnap me, but my mama kept saying he was gonna kidnap me, but it was actually just his weekend to pick me up. Oh, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. Oh, because a lot of times, like the brother was talking about Safari, he's like, look, man, I love my kids, but I gotta protect myself. See, a lot of y'all think y'all was abandoned. Y'all wasn't abandoned. Daddy had to protect himself before he get locked up messing with your mama. That's what happened. It happened so much that nowadays police officers figure it out quickly. You know why? Because some of them been on the opposite end of it. Oh, you called the police to act like he was a threat to you because it was time to pick up the kid. Yeah, I get it now. We went through the whole era of, brother, you might as well want to bring your paperwork with you, because if you don't have your paperwork with you, we gonna say you lying. And then the brothers brought their paperwork from the court, and it's like, oh, it is his weekend. We can't arrest him. We can't hem him up, or the cops would try to antagonize him until cops started, screwing over other cops doing that. Then it kind of slowed down. Because police officers have baby mama drama. And guess what? The law don't help them. You get what I'm saying? So guess what? That was your. So just for the record, Erica Mena is your mama too. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that, you know, because a lot of y'all don't get it. This is his, like he said, she got multiple kids. Two with him, I think another that's basically grown now, almost grown. Who knows? But even that concept, for a lot of you guys who have a mother who has, whether if who has multiple kids, two, three, four, five kids, right? And it don't strike y'all that she was bad. She was a bad parent with most of y'all or all of y'all. She was a bad parent. If it's two of y'all, she was a bad parent with both of y'all. If it's three of y'all, she was a bad parent with all three of y'all. The only time she was a great parent if you made it to the NBA or the NFL. Let's just keep it a buck. That's the only time she was great, right? She had to work 2 jobs and put food on the table for us. And she did it all, and she's the greatest thing ever. I know. The other brother locked up. None of y'all went to college. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's a drug addict or a drug dealer, but you made it. So she was great with all of y'all. I understand. She did the best she could. I'm sure she did, man. That's what you're saying, right? But somehow she did the best she could with you. Then when you have a baby mama, you start to realize that ain't really the best she could do. And see, it don't click to some of y'all until, if y'all a guy, you in a situation where your mother is siding with your baby mama, and your baby mama crazy as hell. And then you start looking at your mother like, how you, oh, you agree with this stuff? Oh, okay. And then your mama start making excuses. Well, she's a mother too, and mothers go through a lot. You don't know all. I didn't tell you everything that I went through. You didn't tell me everything that you went through. I understand. But she breaking court orders and you on her side. I see it. She beating the kids and you on her side. I see it. You get what I'm saying? She, I'm sending her money to take care of the kids. She taking the money and taking care of herself, and she doubling back to me and you to get more money because she already spent it off. And you are on board with all this. Oh, okay. I understand now. Guess what? That was your mama too. It was your mama too. It's hilarious. At some point, people got to live in reality. Give me 1 second. Yeah, man. How many of y'all want to play, tell the truth? Tell the truth and shame the devil? Because a lot of y'all, even with this quote unquote, when they were having the whole gender war, how the men and the women aren't getting along and we don't see things eye to eye. Why do y'all think a lot of these women was just rogue? That's how they was raised. To be rogue. To do whatever they felt like doing with no consequence. X, what's up, man? Thanks. They were raised to be rogue, and y'all don't want to hear it, but it's a reason why you rogue too. The reason why you don't follow rules and follow order and follow structure, and you think you can do whatever, whenever, and however, because guess what? That's how your mama raised you. You know how I know this to be true? Look at our society right now. One of the biggest issues you see in our current society right now with adults is adults think they could do whatever they want to do with no consequence and no repercussion. Everybody want to play stupid. Everybody want to cross the line with people because that's how they was raised. And on the flip side, you know what y'all biggest issue becomes? It's not that you know you need to respect other people. No, it's when you disrespect somebody and they make you respect them. All of a sudden, you become a victim. So guess what? You just like your mama, because Erica Mena is your mama too. All you folks out here, all these chicks out here. I ain't gonna say all the women, and even sometimes these men out here defending her. Y'all don't know what she was going through. You've seen her lose her mind for years on TV for the dumbest of reasons. See, all y'all ain't going through anything. That's what we got to stop this lie. A lot of y'all ain't going through anything. A lot of y'all just know that y'all could get away with murder, basically, because you're a woman and a mother. And women know that, and men know that, the police know that, the teachers know that. And I brought that point up before. Why you think teachers are quitting all the time? Is it because these kids were raised, or abandoned by their fathers? No, they quitting because these kids was raised by their mothers and they acting a fool everywhere. That's why they quitting. And the kid and the school can't say nothing to the fathers because the schools was in bed with making sure the fathers was non-existence in these children's education. So now that these kids need discipline, guess what? School can't go to the mama. Y'all played that game where these parents aren't showing up for PTA meetings. The same time you were saying these men were deadbeats. So the parent that wasn't showing up to PTA meetings was because they were working. Come to find out, most of the people wasn't working at that time. Now I'm not gonna say, I ain't gonna say most. I'll take that back. Because a lot of times those PTA meetings was at like 5-6 o'clock when parents might be in traffic or something. So I'm not gonna go crazy and act like that didn't happen. But I am gonna say this. Now you got the teachers regretting the day that they didn't let the fathers around. They regret it to this day. The kids are, how can I say this? They got horrible manners, and they're dumber. And all they got is a bad attitude. I ain't gonna say all, but and too many of them got a bad attitude. You a D student with a bad attitude. Nobody trying to hear that. Shut up. Learn something before you learn to have some knowledge before you can have a bad attitude. But we gotta play this game, because that's all it is. It's a game. You can ask most men, most fathers who went through baby mama drama. What Erica did was basically normal. Normal. You want to know how many of y'all mamas hopped in the car and went to their baby daddy, your daddy house, and caused a problem? Man, there was a video just recently. I just saw it on social media actually today. I saw one today where guy was getting married, man and woman getting married. They walking down the aisle, and the ex-wife comes to the wedding with a pistol and starts shooting at her. Now, if you an ex-wife, why don't you just go find you a husband? But you had to go to the wedding, and you had to get a gun, and you had to be so mad you had to shoot at people, right? Exactly. Now and it didn't look like a skit or a clip from somebody making a movie. It looked like they was she literally walked in the wedding and shot at him. And guess what? You can plead insanity because I was crazy, because I was hurt and I was distraught, and there's so much happened in my life that I gotta let it go. And this ain't a racial thing. You got to remember, woman, I forgot that white chick that drowned almost all her kids or all her kids. She went to a crazy house. She got out of prison. You got to think about that. How many mothers have went to jail and been incarcerated and got out and wound up having custody of their kids? Think about that. Think about that. Not the emotionally intelligent was hilarious. Think about that. Thank you. They went to jail, got out, got custody. Now think of a man going to jail for aggravated assault and then getting out. And then the judge say, "Hey, brother, yeah, sir, you know, you're the primary custodian for these children. Their mother was, while you were incarcerated, their mother was working and taking care of the kids. But now that you're fresh out of prison, we just think you'll be a better fit." No, man, pay this man child support. For these kids, like, not gonna happen. So this is the mentality you as a father are working against. This is what we got to deal with. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but that's your mama too. And it doesn't dawn on too many people that at some point there's a reason why you see a lack of integrity in society. There's a reason why you see people thinking they could just have a shortcut the system all the time. There's a reason. Y'all want to call these men sassy nowadays. If they sassy, who they acting like? They mama. So which one of y'all act like y'all was the greatest parent on the world? Because if you was, all these complaints wouldn't exist. They wouldn't. But y'all got a hell of a lot of complaints about how the men are and how the men's supposed to be and what the men's supposed to do. Y'all just like her. Same woman was happy that she got a divorce. Was crying when when she was getting child support. The same woman that she moved from Georgia to Florida so he couldn't see his kids, and he moved from Florida to Florida to see his kids, and she moved again. Because I just don't want you to be around me. No, you don't want him to be around his kids. That's what that is. So when we talk about, like Derwin said, being emotionally intelligent, people not playing that game. People are controlling. Your mother was controlling. A lot of y'all mothers was controlling. Only mothers wish that, yeah, exactly. That was a control thing too. Happy Father's Day to the mothers. Like, bro, you trying to steal a holiday. You trying to steal a holiday, money? It's like Halloween trying to, happy Halloween, miss. Yeah. Happy Halloween, miss. Because we give out candy. Yeah, we give out candy. You always like candy. You're not gonna always like them gifts. It's crazy. It's crazy. But people are accustomed to playing this game. Our society is so warped when it comes to this that it's normal now. It's normal to have a mother who is not good as a human being to parent you. And everybody know that she's not a good person. And you know that she's not a good person. We live in a society right now where it's normalized to the point where your mama could screw you over your whole life, but you got more contempt for your daddy. And your daddy didn't screw you over. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Like, I remember when people saw, what is that movie, Fences, with Denzel, and the way he was quote unquote acting with the son. That's normal mother behavior now. That's normal mother behavior. It's normal mother behavior now. Think about it. And you know how I know that that's your mama too? Oh boy, we about to do it. See, Bud wasn't the only one. Bud wasn't the only one. You got to remember. And I hate to do this. I really do hate to do this. Floyd was the same way. Floyd Mayweather was the same way. His mother was on drugs. His daddy was a drug dealer, a boxer who wound up being a drug dealer. But you know, he didn't. He was more at odds with his father than he ever was with his mother, ever. And if it wasn't for his father and his brothers, he might not be where he at today. And I got to give you that. Shout out to Roger, man. He just not. That's not the only person, though. This has become normal behavior. Normal. To the point where I'm about to take it there. Some of y'all saw y'all mother on Kevin Samuels' show. Y'all saw the attitude. Y'all saw the disposition. Y'all saw the delusion. Y'all saw the entitlement. Y'all saw the arrogance. And guess what? When Kevin died and it was like that was just crazy. Y'all saw y'all mother on Kendra G. Again. Some of y'all saw y'all mother on these TV shows and these talk shows. Some of y'all saw y'all mother on paternity court. This is so prevalent. Y'all seen this attitude 11 times. And the crazy part is, it's just hard for you to deal with it. It's just hard for you to deal with it. Your mind won't let you say that was my mama too. Hold that thought. My bad. Like I said, I'm under the weather, so I got to blow my nose or cough or something. I'm trying to cut the mute on, but she is your mother too. You know how I know this? Because a lot of you men and women have spent the vast majority of your adult life making excuses for your mother. That's what y'all been doing. See, I can do this two ways. How many of you men grew up to be fathers and wound up paying child support, and you wound up with a baby mama that you know doesn't do anything with that money for your child because it's so normal, right? And that's when y'all realize that, damn, my daddy was doing stuff for me. I just never saw it. I use that for the car note because we got to go somewhere. I use that for the rent because we got to have somewhere to eat, where to stay. I use that for the bills because we got to pay. And it's like, wait a minute, my nigga. What? Interesting, ain't it? And then how many of you young women, you found out that you realized that your mother wasn't doing nothing for you with that same money. You became a mother and you wind up not doing nothing for your kids and just pocketing the money. Come on now. Let's be honest now. We see it all the time. All the time. I can tell y'all, let me tell y'all something. I can tell this from this whole situation. You know how you can tell if your father pays child support and pays medical insurance? Because all of you kids who kept going to the doctor for all kinds of stupid stuff, and y'all always went to the doctor, always went to the hospital. We got to check you. You really thought your mama cared about you, didn't you? No, she was just trying to send your daddy a bill. You was at the hospital 11 times for a cold, a cough, a headache, a migraine. We need to get you some medication for this. Not nothing real, not a broken bone. You didn't need stitches. You didn't have asthma. Your ass was just going to the hospital all the time. I need a new medication. Yeah, because your daddy was paying the medical bills. And for you kids who daddy wasn't paying the medical bills and medical insurance, that's why your ass never went to the doctor. It's the same thing with the dentist. You never went to you never got your teeth clean. You didn't get them braces. Now you grown with them crooked ass teeth. That's because dad didn't pay wasn't responsible for the dental. Your mama was. Sorry to break the news to you. Sorry to break the news to you. You know, what's up, Rob? So we gonna guess what? Erica Mena is your mama too. And the crazy part is, like I said earlier, what happens is you kids don't realize that that's your mama, because by the time you forget when your dad, you don't remember when your dad was around you when you was young. It's the same premise over and over and over again. The mama gets pregnant, the baby is born, you know, they might stay together, they might fall out. You know, they might stay together, they might fall out. But if they stay together when you're young, you had a good little young childhood. If they fell out, you might have had a good little childhood. But when your memory started kicking in, all of a sudden you ain't see your daddy as much. You don't realize why? You thought he ran off? That's what you thought? You thought he went to get a carton of cigarettes and never came back? You thought he went to get a gallon of milk and never came back? That's the lie y'all trying to play? No. Because it was once you became the perfect age to be molded, mom got controlling. She didn't need that balance. You see, a lot of y'all mothers didn't want y'all to have balance in y'all life. That's why y'all so unbalanced as adults. That's why y'all walking around here talking about you need healing and you had trauma and toxicity and you really didn't go through nothing. Really what you went through is an abusive mother. That's it. And you still can't deal with that. You're going to blame it on everything else. And in the black community, you can't, that's one thing you can't blame on white supremacy. Because I know that y'all see, you know, Erica Mena reminds you of y'all mama. I know she do. Because she erratic as hell. She erratic as hell. And you know how I know? Easy. Here's a litmus test on who is the better parent in your life. When you grown, whose life would you rather have? Your mother's or your father's? That'll tell you which one was actually the better person and the better parent. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, the gone are the days where how can I put this? Gone are the days where you know your daddy is like Romello and them daddy from Sugar Hill, where he just an addict somewhere that you taking care of. Nah, player. Nah. You can't blame it on white supremacy. You know, you can't blame it on white supremacy because this is why I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why you can't blame baby mamaism on white supremacy is what I said when I first started this video or this live. Erica Mena is Hispanic and Safari is Caribbean. She's no different than a bitter black baby mama, than a bitter white baby mama, than a bitter Asian baby mama. They all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. This is a choice people made. It ain't even. This book, all the family court system is at this point is just the whole premise of the family court is a loophole that they never tied up. That's it. And people have been enabling the loophole over and over and over again. That's it. So the problem is they've let people parent this way. They've let them parent this way. What's up? And that's where the problem lies. When you let people parent this way and you say it's okay. Because it ain't just white people. It ain't just white people that's enabling it. It's teachers of all races enabling it. It's police officers of all races enabling it. Judges and lawyers of all races and genders enabling it. This is a collective effort. That's what it is. It's just a collective effort. Because to be honest, white men don't like this shit either. White men don't like it at all. Yeah, but sorry. If your mama act like if Erica Mena reminds you of your mama, that ain't a white supremacy issue. That's a feminism issue. That's what that is. It's a feminism issue. See, because divorce isn't a white supremacy issue, it's a family issue. It's the same premise. It's family court. And the things that we've allowed as a society that we thought was going to work out for the benefit of the kids, it didn't work out. It didn't work out whatsoever. Excuse me, y'all. But it's the reason why I said, guess what? This is your mama too. This was your mom. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but that was your mama too. You know, think about it. Just using a celebrity, right? People say Kanye West is crazy. But then people see the way Kim Kardashian raising them kids and they go, he ain't a crazy parent. He right as far as his parenting. She out of pocket. You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Even her, you know, their father was the lawyer. Their mother pimped the whole family out. If the father was alive, he would have never allowed that. Ever. Never. And what they what it was Arab? I think that's what Albanians are. I want to say Albanians are Arab. I could be wrong, but I believe so. You know, Arabs from the Caucasus. It becomes an issue over and over and over again. Armenian, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Albanian, I'm tripping. You know, so this is where we're at. But when you see it over and over and over again. You know, it's like for us, it's like a Tyler Perry movie. It happens all the time. You know, evil black man. Why is he evil? Because he just look evil. You know, oh, angelic black woman who gave away her kids. Oh, angelic black woman who's mean to everybody, but she got a heart of gold because somebody ran her over with a bike at 10 years old and she ain't been right ever since. Like, okay, here we go again. See, and a lot of this is being offensive. It's really offensive at this point. Because at this point, I can make a statement like this. I can equate what I see in social media, on the news, social media, television, everything, right? The way mothers have gotten away with all the abuse they've gotten away with, for me, it's just like Rodney King. See, Rodney King was the first time America saw what the police force was on. as when it came to Black America, because it was on film. It wasn't just like the civil rights stuff was just, oh, they were, fighting a protest. No, no, no. Rodney King was like, damn, they called the whole precinct out to beat one dude up, and then they were all found not guilty. Right? It's no different when you see this in social media with these mothers. They could do egregious shit. And then the court goes, no, she's not guilty. It's on camera, but she's not guilty. And then it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Think about it. And this crosses all racial lines, all class lines. Because you've seen it over and over again. You've seen people who are poor have this issue. You've seen people who are middle class have this issue. You've seen people who's in upper class have this issue. You've seen nerds have this issue. You've seen thugs have this issue. You've seen working men have this issue. You've seen doctors have this issue. You've seen lawyers have this issue. You've seen rappers have this issue. You've seen businessmen have this issue. So it's crazy. W, you completely off of what I just said. I said video. Ain't no video of lynchings. Ain't no video of lynchings. Lynchings used to be in photograph, not video. You couldn't put a video out of a lynching. It never that wasn't the deal. So now we see it over and over and over and over again. And back to the point is, a lot of y'all see y'all mama and y'all don't want to say nothing. No, I did say video. You just wasn't listening. I did say video. Rodney King was a video. The Rodney King video. You just wasn't listening. That's okay. That's okay. But this becomes the issue. We see it over and over again. Dr. Phil, Ayanna Van Zandt. And let me rewind that. Think about that. Fix My Life turned into a whole shit show because she started going, wait a minute, something's up with these mothers. Think about that. She started going, wait, mama, it's mama doing this. And then all of a sudden, all the women in the world combine like Voltron, and Black women say, we're going to get rid of this bitch. And ironically, if people remember this, even Ayanna Van Zandt thought she was a great mother until her daughter died, and her daughter had a journal saying how she didn't like her mom and saying why. And then that's what threw her, it threw her back, because she was like, whoa, I thought I did a great job. And it's like, nah, you had all the time and access to F this up. When people talk about narcissism and they don't bring up their mamas for the most part. They don't bring up their mamas was narcissistic. They bring up the men in their lives was narcissistic. They bring up the fathers was narcissistic and toxic or abusive, but they don't say mama was a narcissist. They don't. So now we have this issue. It keeps popping up over and over and over again. And here's the bigger problem. Nobody wants to address this because what they're scared of is going to be a bigger problem. They're scared of, what if we made the wrong decision for the last 50, 60 years? Because what if society is a whole lot different if we let the men actually do this stuff? If men raised these kids, would it be different? Would we have these issues with, we had these financial issues? You see what I'm saying? Will all of these kids grow up and be broke? Would these kids grow up and be uneducated? Would these kids grow up and be unskilled? Okay, my bad. Would these kids grow up and be irresponsible? You see what I'm saying? would these mothers have a hard time seeing their kids? No. Would these mothers have to be on child support all the time and nothing happens? No. No, 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 no. We have an issue. It keeps happening over and over and over. I live. Whew. It's crazy, but it's true. So now, a lot for me, just as a person sitting back watching this, it'll be less women punching on me. Yeah. Because even with Erica Mena being violent, a lot, like I remember, man, there was a time where women didn't just hit men like that. It was that wasn't allowed. And we went from that to women hitting men, to their daughters hitting boys. You get what I'm saying? To girls just trying to smack boys and smack other men. It's like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? 30%. Yeah, I get that. But once again, guess what? That was y'all mama too. Some of y'all know y'all had the conversation that ain't your daddy. That ain't your real daddy. Y'all, that's what I said earlier when y'all see it in paternity court. One kid know who their daddy is, the other kid, we not sure. But somehow that's a man's fault. Somehow. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if I'm really gonna go there, I can say this also. There was a whole lot less runaways and a whole lot less sex, quote unquote, trafficking and teenagers being prostitutes when fathers was around. It's a whole lot less. Nobody ever, you didn't put two and two together, because all of that sex trafficking is around sex. Mothers are more comfortable with their daughter being overly sexual, being strippers and all that. That's not acting like they want to be porn stars. That's not a dad thing. It's not a dad thing. Dads are uncomfortable with their sons being lazy and shiftless. Mom, not so much. So that was your mama too. That's why some of y'all don't have a work ethic to this day, because y'all was with your mama and she just let you just lay around and do nothing. Or she said, you know what? Figure out how you could hustle a man for something. That was your mama too. See, we skip over what is going on in society, what society has been, and where people learn these behaviors. The vast majority of these behaviors were learned from a mother to a child. The vast majority of this lying, this manipulating, this stealing, this thinking, this get the bag culture, that was from a mother. And some of them remind you of your mama. So at the end of the day, what we talking about? Seriously, what we talking about? Got me missing Thursday night football out here. The Saints playing. They probably got to see if they getting their ass whipped, but that's a whole nother story. But we really gotta pause on this idea that people are just coming around to the fact that that mom is not a problem. Mom been the problem. For me, it's not a secret. Mom been the problem. And and for me, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all don't know, y'all didn't know that already? Seriously. Because a lot of y'all don't want to. Boy, I was about to go there. I'm trying not to. Okay. I'm about to do this. See, we like to talk about sometimes we use like stories and shows as allegories, right? Right? Yeah, I just looked at the skull, fam. We like to we like to look at these stories for allegories. So I just saw Power. All the mothers in Power were horrible. Every last one of them. The show was about a bunch of horrible mothers who made sure their kids was in the streets and didn't want to do nothing positive with their life. Whether it's Power with Ghost or whether it's Power with Tyreek. I watched Snowfall. Guess what? Snowfall was a horrible mother in the background. Franklin's mother, she didn't give a damn that he was a dope dealer. His father was like, "Hey man, we cut this shit out. Yeah, let it go." But no, 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 no. It was the mother and the mother side of the family that decided, "Hey man, drug dealing and murder was okay as long as you got some money." They had the whole story, the little BMF story. If you notice, the father really wasn't cool with that. Mom was okay with it. The whole story with the 50 Cent one with what is that? Raising Cain. Guess who was the main villain? Mama. And this is in our entertainment. It's that normal. And the crazy part is we talking about shows that span from really like the 70s, 80s all the way up. I can go back to, if you want to, you can go back to Good Times. Florida was just whitewashed. You got to, if it was white, it was right. If it was black, it was wrong. She got in the way of all their progress when it came to being, if it was black and it was empowering, and when it was legal. So this has been a thing. This has been a thing. When you hear stories of even celebrities, they go broke taking care of who? Mama side of the family. That's what they go broke with. Like mama side of the family, or they get married and they get divorced and they wind up taking care of wife side of the family, who is normally raised by a single mother. Normally. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And people just don't want to address like, yo, maybe we need to say that these people got a problem. Because honestly, that's what it is. That's all it is, really. So is her acting like this new to me? No. To me, it's normal behavior in our society now. It's normal behavior. People can't even say that's out of character of a mother nowadays. They can't even say that. Oh, I think that was Tisha Campbell, if I am mistaken, in Boomerang. We see it now. I want y'all to be a stepdaddy. And guys were like, nope. I grew up with a stepdaddy. And I see how bad of a deal it was. So guess what? The reason why it was a bad deal, because you was a badass kid and you knew your mama played that man. Right? So now when you in that position, you say hell no, because you can see your mama in these chicks and you be like, I'm not gonna be my stepdad. But we gonna act like it's just red pill manosphere philosophy. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You knew what you were as a child. You knew you was a disrespectful ass kid. And I'm gonna be honest and say it. Some of y'all who might have been stepkids, y'all did tell people you ain't my daddy. But the interesting thing is, you didn't want to listen to your daddy neither. Because the minute you had to listen to your daddy, you was like, but I ain't got to do that. My mama said. My mama said I ain't got to do that. So y'all full of shit too. Y'all just didn't want to do it. Y'all just didn't want to do anything. A lot of y'all, that's why a lot of y'all brainwashed now. Y'all don't know how to do the right thing because you've been able to do the wrong thing your whole damn life. And since I'm going there, and since I'm really going there, why y'all think y'all have relationship issues? I can't do anything. I can't be in a normal situation. I know you can't because you've been raised in an abnormal situation. Normalcy is uncomfortable to you. It's uncomfortable to you to just come home to a peaceful home. It's uncomfortable for you to not argue all the time. It's uncomfortable for you, you know, to have somebody actually care about your best interests and not screw you over. That's uncomfortable for you. A lot of everybody cheat. No, everybody don't cheat. You know, all these men are dogs. No, all these men ain't dogs. You know what it is? I hate to break the news to you. You grew up in a household where you never seen a healthy relationship. Because if you want to play this game, a lot of y'all, truth be told, a lot of y'all mothers wasn't a girlfriend. Your mom was a side chick, or your mother was just single and mingling. See, this is why I say, guess what? This was your mom too. You're not gonna see nobody. Them kids is young. You're not about to see anybody date Erica Mena in the next 10 years. You're not. It's not finna happen. Because she crazy as hell. Just, it's the same premise. You know how many times we've seen this before? And what I mean is, she got married the last time and now it's over with. That was her last real shot. Now it's over with. This story ain't no different from Superhead story. This story ain't no different from Lil Kim. This story ain't no different than Nicki Minaj. This story ain't no different than what's the other chick name? God dog it. I just forgot that damn girl's name. It ain't gonna. Megan Thee Stallion is gonna be the same thing. Trina is gonna be. It's the same story over and over and over again. It's the same thing over and over. And you see it. And you can see it like, oh, it's finna end bad. Erica Lazada, same story. Yeah, thank you. Lori Harvey. Same story. I think I'm, whatever the chick that was dating Travis Kelce that's coming out acting like she was the prize. No, it's the same story. And why is this story so significant? Because it's the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, you know what it is. Sean Payton back in town. So now we see it over and over and over. It's probably gonna be the same story with was it DDG and Haley Bailey. It's the same thing. It don't look like she going half. It look like she paying for everything. Because she by her damn self. Don't nobody want to be with that. Real talk. It's the same story. 30s. Women in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s and their 50s and their 60s. Same story. It's that bad now. You get women from their 20s to their 50s getting BBLs. This is what they concerned about. This was your mama too. See, a lot of y'all mothers would have dumped y'all ass if they'd have found a rich dude. That's real talk. If y'all mothers would have found a dude that would actually, take her out of the ghetto, and she wasn't even in the ghetto, but dust her off and pick her up and put her in a nice deluxe apartment in the sky, she would have left your punk ass. with your daddy. You know, it's crazy. I had to fight all my life. You know, it's crazy. So now it's like it's a norm now. It's just a norm, and people don't want to deal with it. But the reality is, you can see it. There's people in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s looking at Erica Mena, and it's like, yeah, I remember that was me as a kid. I remember being a kid in that situation. I remember crying and mama losing it and blah blah blah. I remember that. I remember mama telling me we finna go on a ride, and we get in the car and we drove to another state or city. You know, we went to the airport and left, and I'm like, when daddy coming? Oh, he'll be here later. That whole scenario. You know, remember it's dad's time to pick you up, and mama started an argument. You know, your dad didn't come to pick you up. It's like, but we ain't home. He didn't. He was supposed to pick you up from here. Pick you up from where? You didn't pick me up last week. I didn't know where you was last week. I went to the house. Y'all wasn't at the house. Oh, mama said that you were supposed to pick us up where we was at last week. Where was you at last week anyway? She told me not to tell you. Like, y'all see this shit over and over again. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Like you said, Vivica Fox, like Tia Mowry, it's the same story. Your mama crazy as hell. And you got a person like Safari. Why Safari reminds me of so many brothers, because a lot of times brothers just had to be the bad guy. How many of y'all had been in a situation where y'all had to realize your daddy just decided, you know, he gonna let them say whatever they want to about him, because he was like, if I'm sitting here arguing with y'all all the time, it's just gonna make the situation worse for the kid. Damn, Jaguar White, crazy ass. You know, your daddy's this and your daddy this and your daddy. Like, can I tell you? Like, we live in a society where there's so many people who don't like their fathers based on a bunch of stories that their mother told them. That and the stories don't even add up when they're around their father. It just don't add up. Yeah, she graduated. Yeah, she definitely did. Graduated crazy. She already had a PhD in crazy though. Stories don't add up. And see, Erica's gonna have a big problem. She's gonna have a big problem, because her problem at this point is all this stuff on tape, man. I get it, man. When y'all was together, you was crazy. He let it slide. He was knocking the bottom out of you, and then you left, and now you alone, and now don't nobody love you, and ain't nobody knocking the bottom out of it no more. So now you're going crazy, and then you realize, another man ain't finna love me like that. Oh, the Chronic. Oh my God. The first one or the second one? Now that you said that, the first one or the second one came, as I be tripping. So boy, y'all gonna make me say this. Okay, I got you. A lot of y'all might not have thought about this, and I'm not talking about y'all in the chat, but just in general. A lot of y'all ain't thought about this sometimes, but there's a reason. There's a real reason why a lot of people in our community, and just in general, have this propensity where they will they will believe a lie is true. That's what goes on now. When you see something right in front of your face that's true, but another person can convince you that the lie is actually more truthful, and you know it's a lie. A lot of y'all don't realize y'all got that. That's how y'all was raised. Because a lot of y'all saw what was going on with y'all own eyes, and y'all been lied to so much that becomes your reality. See, so for you young ladies out there, you know why it's easier for a guy to lie to you? Because lying is your love language, because you got that from your mama. For you guys, do you know why believing that she's a victim when you can see that she's out of her damn mind is stuck in your head to make an excuse? Because you got that from your mama. That's why. That's why anything a man does, whether it be right or wrong, is unforgivable. You got that from your mama. And you so brainwashed that it's that people don't realize, people don't like dealing with those type of people as adults. When you become an adult, you don't want to deal with a person who's still brainwashed by their mom. It's unproductive. You know, exactly. Like if y'all ever watch The Color Purple, right? The old one and the new one, right? And this is how crazy it is. And I saw this when it happened. On the old one, they had the scene where the girl, where Celie spits in Mr.'s dad's water or lemonade, whatever it was. She spit in it and stirred it around. In the first one, the dad was disrespectful to her, and she spit in the water, to get back at him, right? In the second one, the one that just came out, he was actually defending her, and she spit in the water. And people, if you didn't watch the first one and the second one, because if you watch the second one, you're like, what's she spitting in the water for when he trying to tell this dude to treat his wife better? What the hell? Because they had that scene. Oh man, my bad, Canvas. It's just my bad. They had that scene, and that scene is indicative of what's going on. You can see something off, but you're not really dealing with it properly. Now, take this a step further. When I say, guess what? This was your mom too. This is not going to be good, folks. I don't think y'all realize this, but childhood obesity wasn't really a thing until single mothers took over. There's a reason why we're overly out of shape. We're overly unhealthy. We have this loving relationship with stress. Some of y'all don't realize, some of us, we grew up on government cheese and food stamps and all that, and we wasn't overweight. We wasn't. Powdered milk and powdered eggs, and we grew up on all the quote unquote soul food. We wasn't out of shape. we ate sugary cereal and drunk sodas and all that other stuff. Here's what y'all forget. And for you guys, this is where y'all might not, we have differences. Boy, oh boy, I hate to say this. A lot of you boys became bitch ass men because you believe to cater to your mama, it was better for you to be a bitch. See, young men in previous generations, being a mama's boy was a bad thing. Being a mama's boy was a bad. It's like, hey man, no, mama, no, I'm not finna play this game. I'm not finna be soft because my mama want me to be soft. I'm gonna be a boy. Basically, what happened was a lot of y'all mamas tricked y'all, and y'all fell for it. That's why y'all softer. That's why y'all more demure. That's why we had these conversations where, we got to be emotionally intelligent. And you trying to figure out why these dudes sound like fucking girls at 35 years old. And I'm not talking about sound and voice. I'm talking about in rhetoric. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we talking? Like, what? You got all of these speeches people are making to appeal to your feelings. You a grown man and people are still appealing to your feelings. It ain't dawned on you that you done got manipulated. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's like, dude. So now, this, that's your mama too. A lot of folks don't want to hear it, but the reason why you don't have feminine women is because your mothers weren't feminine. The reason why you don't have loving mothers or loving women now is because their mothers wasn't loving. That's what it was. So when you see this bad attitude, ratchet ass chick, yeah, that's her mama. And I'm not gonna say people didn't like women with bad attitudes or hood rat women or ratchet women. I'm not gonna say that. That's people did like that, but people wouldn't take that home. People would take that out for the night. And what happened was, too many ratchet chicks got pregnant. See, hold up, though. Let me do this real quick. Hold up. Okay, now I'm about to. When it comes to power or control, you got like take into consideration the possibility that be like for some women, being a mother was the only power they ever had in life, was the only control they ever had in life. That's why they cling on to it so much. That's why. That's what happened. Like this is the closest thing they're gonna get to power. A lot of this shit is I want to feel important, and the way I'm getting important is I'm gonna have power over you because I got your kids. Because it's never been our kids. It's been my kid and your kid. It's never been our kid. I shouldn't say never, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Because when you listen to a lot of these baby mothers, and even some your own mothers, They don't say we raised you. They say I raised you. We had a plan for you. It's I did it. I. Y'all don't go to, has it dawned on y'all? Y'all don't go to church like that. Y'all don't have a relationship with God like that. Y'all not spiritual like that. Your mothers ain't spiritual like that. Your mother don't go to church like that. Your mother ain't got a relationship with God like that. So that's what I'm saying. Guess what? This is your mama too. Your grandmama might have took you to church. Your mama didn't. And it was Sunday. Let's just be honest with you. Let's just be honest. How often did your mama make dinner for the whole family? How often? Let's be honest. A lot of this unloving society, that's mothers don't love like they used to. That's what it is. So that's why she reminds me, Erica Mena, just like that's y'all mama too. Yeah, they're New Journey. So when I see a person like Safari going through it, I'm like, it is what it is. Because he gave her a pass for a myriad of reasons. And it, and now it's like I shouldn't have done that. But let me get out of here, man. I'm gonna get to this game, man. I got shit to do. I really ain't got shit to do per se, but I'm gonna finish watching this game. I know that. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. But catch me on the next one, cause I'm off. So I'm gonna be live tomorrow too. So peace. But hold up. Before I do that, let me see what you say. I heard laughing at Tyrese. Yeah. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up. Derwin. Thank you. Just hold on. I ain't done just yet. You notice Tyrese's situation is no different from Erica Mena. No different. Same chick over and over again. Same thing over and over again. Let me back up. Remember Lil Scrappy had an issue with his mama. Same fucking thing. Mama introduced him to every ratchet thing on the planet. Daddy was a pastor. And if you ever seen Scrappy's dad and you seen Scrappy's mom, you gonna go, what the fuck? Like, how did he wind up with his mama? It's obviously who the bad person is in this. Craziness. Because, and now I can, start winding down. That's the same issue with, right, truth, right in our face, bruh. That's the same thing with Barack Obama. The same exact thing. I think you have an issue with being a woman. No. We got an issue with this bullshit. That's what it is. But now, appreciate you for that. Now I can get out of here. Catch y'all on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.
This looks like a job for Superman.
You do this,
Spoken from the lips of the young, of the old, fear of me.
Yeah. Gotta put it all in.
And they are Superman.
All the way. I guess I'm taking off the cake through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break, me I ain't coming back. I got one life to live, if you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me, cause when I'm drunk I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed with salt, mixed with freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated, you start to appreciate shit. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you still follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's hitting this and shit. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke, then again, it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite, life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I finished it.
Lois, come holler at me. I got an ice couch. Thank you for coming out, listening. I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.